I actually cried reading this book. Oh, adorable. Hi everyone, welcome to BookCravings. Today I'll talk about Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery, a book I just finished reading. It looks like a book intended for children, but I believe it's a book that will please people at any age. I am so impressed with the quality of this story, and at the same time there are some things here that makes this book so different from what I'm used to read. Anne of Green Gables is a story about Anne Shirley. She is an orphan girl, 11 years old, and she never had someone to look after her. This unfortunate condition she is at the beginning of the story, very thin, with short clothes, no one to look after her. She was living in a poor institute for orphans. I feel that I am so lucky to continue finding amazing works of fiction like this one. I'm so glad I finished reading it. I started reading this book last year. I think I had a huge TBR, so I stopped like in the middle of the book. But I was enjoying it a lot. Somehow I put it back on my shelf and I didn't touch it for like 6 months, I believe. And I saw this book on audible.com. And since I'll start commuting a lot to Rio de Janeiro for my PhD, I was planning to buy some audiobooks because I would spend like 16 hours per week traveling to Rio and coming back to my city. And that's why I love audiobooks, because I never feel that I'm wasting my time. I plan start listening to Anne of Green Gables from the beginning, because I wanted to remember things that wasn't like fresh in my mind. I have a terrible memory. So I started from the beginning, and from the beginning I was hooked again. The narrator is Rachel McAdams. She's an actress, I believe so. She did a great job with Anne. With the other characters, I'm not so sure, but it was a pleasant experience. Listen to her voice narrating Anne of Green Gables. It happened again. I was in love with Anne Shirley again, with Green Gables, with Matthew, with Marilla. I believe this is one of the best books I've read on my entire life. And I'm not kidding when I say that. I've been reading a lot, but in the last 4 years it became like an obsession. I am reading most of the time, I'm not working. But still, Anne of Green Gables managed to surprise me a lot. Let me tell you guys that I will not spoil anything about this book, despite the fact that I'm so tempted to talk about little details and scenes that I completely adore. This is actually what I want to do as soon as possible. I'm so anxious for the second book, so maybe I will make a video, a discussion about the entire series when I finish reading it. So, going back to Anne of Green Gables. Why you should read it? First, this book is very different. It doesn't have a plot. It doesn't have something that drives you and you want to know what will happen, a main conflict that must be solved. There is a girl in a new house with a new like family, to say so, and the book will tell her first years living in this amazing place called Green Gables. I want to go there. Next time I go to Canada, I must visit this place. Little village and this little farm and the places she visits and the way she sees the countryside. It's so amazing, so delightful. So Anne Shirley, she arrived at Green Gables, and Marilla and Matthew, they are not expecting a girl. They were expecting a boy to help with the farm, but somehow they got an orphan girl. She is something else. I've never read about a character even slightly similar to Anne. And this is amazing. She's so refreshing. And this book was written in the beginning of the 20th century. The dialogues are amazing. And Shirley, she talks a lot. And there are like minutes and minutes she talking about everything, and Marilla listening to her like, oh, my head aches because you talk so much. Stop talking, hold your tongue. And I felt I was there. I felt I was at Green Gables. I felt that I was living, I was eating that amazing food, so natural. I was waking up on a farm and the blue sky and the lake of shiny waters. It was delightful. This is good literature, and it is also so emotional. From the beginning of the book, when we get to know Anne, I was completely emotional about her. So I was like, send Anne to me, I will raise her. Oh, poor orphan girl, she's so cute, she's so adorable, so intelligent. She has such spirit. She's so optimistic. And I felt a little like Marilla. I identified myself a lot with Marilla. She's such a dry person, and Anne broke her resistance. She gained her love in a beautiful way. And Matthew is another character that is so dear to my heart now. Oh, I finished listening to the audiobook today, and I was driving and crying. And I believe Anne of Green Gables is one of these stories that somehow manages to touch us deeply and truthfully, straight to our soul. And after we finish reading it, I think that we feel like a different person. We feel that we gained something. Oh, I'm talking a lot. I'm talking a little bit like Anne, like endlessly. I'm so happy I have this copy, and now I have a problem. Folio Society has already published the first 2 books. I just got some Folio new editions, but I'm feeling like, oh, now I have to get Anne of Green Gables. And I wasn't expecting to buy them soon, but now I guess I'll have no other choice. And I will do my best in life to convince people to read Anne of Green Gables, because it is so amazing. Give it a go, okay? That's all for today. See ya, and thanks for watching.